This is my new art journal and I want to get started in it. That's what I want to talk about today, is how to get started, how to motivate yourself, and how to keep going. So the first way to really get started in your art journal is to just go through and make some marks on a page. It doesn't matter really what it is, just get something on the page. So here I've used watercolor just to get color down. You're going to put layers upon layers over this and it's going to end up not looking like any of these things anyway. The first way is to make backgrounds and just go through and color, draw, do whatever you feel like doing on many of your pages. I like to have something on there to get started. Even if I'm doing something else, if I have extra paint left on my palette, I'll spread it in here or slap it on here or whatever, just to get some backgrounds going. Something that I really like to do with these different kinds of index cards, I keep these on my desk and I keep piles of them usually. My favorite ones are always the dot grid cards, but I also love this. I used to call these oak tag, but the material that's made out of, but it's like a heavy cardstock. But any of these would work. I like to use the index cards to make small pieces of art. So sometimes you might come to your art journal and feel overwhelmed, or you might feel like you don't want to do anything. So that's when the index card comes in. So I'll sit down with the index card and I'll just make these little pieces of art. I save these because later on, when I don't know what to do with myself in my art journal, I find that these are very helpful as inspiration for something I might want to make. But I'll make these cards and then later on I'll go through them, or I'll just randomly pull something out, and that's my inspiration for today. My third idea for getting started in a journal is to pick a theme. So this particular theme is just collage. These are just pieces of paper that I had and I just collage them in this. It's actually a homemade journal, so it's just collage in this particular journal. So you could theme your journal. It could be junk, like a junk journal, so everything you find that's junky. It could be a color. Suppose there's a color that you just love and you pick one color. That could be your theme in the journal. And you could use different, so it doesn't always have to be paint, right? You could use different modalities on each page. It could be all pink pens. It could be all pink ink. So a themed journal is the third idea. I went back to this page that I had already painted on. What I would do here is I would start with some glue. I usually rip off, if I'm going to use some words, I usually rip off some of these. Maybe I even want it smaller. I like this word, so I might use that word. I'm going to use this, I think, because I really love this. But I'm going to think of some other things to put here, and I'm just using glue stick for the ease of today. Now I like things torn. Generally, I'm just ripping up, but you can cut. And I sort of want this here. Now this one does have that straight edge, but because it's on the book there, I think I'm going to be okay with that. I don't put it right up against the edge of the book here. I leave a little tiny bit of room. I like this, so I think I'm going to put this here. And this is basically how I get started. Now I had a word over here. I wanted that too. Just something about the black and white. I feel like I've got a little hole here that I want to put something in. So I found another piece I'm going to put in here. I'm just gluing it in. And it's sort of my favorite pink color. And I'm going to use this word. Does the page feel finished to me? No. But I did my 5 minutes of art. And it was about kindness. So kindness to myself. But if I use one of these stars, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I noticed I had these circles on my desk from another project, and maybe I'm going to put one of those down. Okie dokie. That is my inspiration for today.